Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jackie and today I'm here for Vlogmas day 12, and for today's video I'm going to be unfortunately doing kind of a negative style video, and I'm going to be talking about the series that I don't plan as of right now of finishing. I am a huge fan of series. I prefer reading series over standalones any day, but there is a few that I have started here in my time on BookTube and just don't plan as of right now on finishing. It makes me really sad when I have to say that, but you know, it's not going to be for everybody, every series, and as much as I love series, again, I don't honestly have time for a lot of these series, and a lot of them, the ones I'm going to mention today, are very long series, and there's also a couple that you probably can convince me to continue on with. So we're going to go through 5 of them today. We won't be rambling on any further. Lunch and Brandon and get started. So the first series that I do not plan on finishing, and this one you probably couldn't sway me to continue on, is the Lunar Chronicles by Marissa Meyer. So Cinder was the first or second book I ever reviewed here on my channel, and I actually DNF'd it. I could not get into the story, and it just wasn't for me, but I expected to love it because I love retellings, as I come to find out in the almost 3 years since then. But yeah, not for me. I like Marissa Meyer's writing style, and I have read books by her since, but none of them have been favorites, and this one is one of them. I also read Heartless like a year later. I hated it, and I still have Renegades on my TBR, so I'll give that a shot, but the Lunar Chronicles I do not plan on finishing. Next is one you guys could sway me to continue on with, and many of my BookTube friends have tried to do that for me, and that is Strange the Dreamer by Laini Taylor. I also DNF'd the first book earlier this year. It was just not for me. This is a very character-driven story, and I like plot-driven stories. So, yeah, just very boring. I love Laini Taylor's writing style. Again, with the writing style, it's a big thing for me. But the story just didn't match up, and I was so bored. I think I DNF'd the first book like 200 pages in, and I know this is a duology, and again, many of my friends here on BookTube have tried to convince me to give it another try. So if you guys want me to continue on with this, let me know in the comments and I will do my best to do so. This is probably another series that I couldn't be convinced to continue on with, and that is The Hunger Games by Suzanne Collins. So I was very, very late to the game as far as getting into the Hunger Games hype. I actually, back when the Hunger Games first became big, DNF'd the first book like 100 pages in. It just wasn't for me. Now I love dystopian. Dystopian is my favorite genre. But this one, since I have seen all the movies and I think they translate really, really well to the screen, I don't think I need to read the rest of the books, to be honest. I did give the first book a second try a couple years ago, and I gave it, I think, 4 stars, but again, I have already been spoiled for the ending multiple times, whether it be from the movies or from other people in my life. I just couldn't care less to read the books at this point. Maybe one day if I ever have kids, I can read these to them, and maybe I'll read it again then. But as of right now, yeah, no plans to continue on. Next is one that it breaks my heart to put it on this list, and that is the Dark Tower series by Stephen King. Stephen King is one of my favorite authors of all time. I have come to love his books in the past year and a half that I've been reading them. Unfortunately, the first book in this series was not my favorite. I did finish it, but I was very, very confused for most of it because like the story just didn't make sense to me. So it makes me really sad to put it on this list. It's also an 8-book series, and as of right now, I just do not have the time to continue on with an 8-book series, and I'll mention another one in a second. But yeah, I do still love Stephen King's books, and a lot of his series I have started. I do plan on finishing because they're some of my favorites, but this was just not one of them. And finally, the last series that as of right now I do not plan on finishing. This is another one that I could be persuaded to continue on with, and it's one that I have mentioned I wanted to continue on with, but I kind of have put it on the back burner, and that is Outlander by Diana Gabaldon. So Outlander, I read in 2017. I gave it 4 stars. I loved it at the time. I'm not obsessed with it, but I did really enjoy it, and I did plan on continuing on with the series. That is when I didn't have all the responsibilities I have now with my job and school picking up, especially this time of year. And I have put it off and put it off, continuing on with Dragonfly and Amber for almost 3 years now. And at this point, I just don't think it's going to happen, at least for the next 5 years. If I ever do continue on with the series, it's going to be like 10 years from now, probably, because right now I just don't have the time with working basically full time and then being a part-time student on top of that. So this one, again, I could probably be persuaded to continue on with, and maybe I'll try out the audiobooks or something, but physically reading it probably won't happen for a while. And that is it for today's video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. I am posting a new video every single day leading up to Christmas, so make sure you are subscribed and hit that notification bell to be notified for when I post a new video. And let me know in the comments down below some of the series you guys don't plan on finishing, or try to persuade me to pick one of these series to continue on with. I would love to know, and as always, all my social media links are linked down below for you guys to check out if you'd like to follow me on any of those. And with all that being said, I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for Vlogmas Day 13. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye!